Hello, everyone. My name is Judith Shealey, and I am located in Orlando, Florida. I would just like to speak of some injustice that I have run across as a woman of color with a small business. It is so difficult. I migrated from Jamaica way back in 1978. And the Lord has put in my heart to open a not-for-profit business. My husband and I has two children, and we have been running around doing things. He was in the military, and we have went from city to city, from state to state, and from country to country, just making sure that America becomes and stay great again, right? So we started business back in 1987. I was first in the nursing field. And after we went to Germany, we decided my first love has always been children. So we started God's Little Lambs Learning Center way back then. And whatever city or whatever state or whatever country we went to, I've always kept doing the same thing, working with children. In two, 1997, I think it was, or six, we moved to Orlando. And we started God's Little Lambs Learning Center in Orlando. Got all the certificates we need and doing what we did. And as I said, my burden, I've always been helping those who cannot help themselves. So my prices was not as high as everywhere else. And I still feel the love and the passion that I have to give to the parents and the children. So we moved from the house and we bought a building on Pine Hills Road, 1998. And we moved into the building 1999. And this is where I am even today as I'm speaking. And we hire out the locals because we love to give second chances. We deserve second chances in life because, number one, if God was like man, we would not be here. So I believe in giving everyone a fair shake. And when they need, we're there to help them. God's Little Lambs Learning Center, I've been serving in the community. We pay light bill, we pay rent. It's not that we have a lot, but we knew that there is people that needs us, so we are here for them. So my main thing about what I'm coming to speak about today is just how we do not give people second chances in life. And we beat them down when something happened. And we don't give them the time to even says, well, I made a mistake. So, can you just give me a second chance? So with God's Little Lambs Learning Center, birth Lion of Judah Academy. So we went to the workforce and talked to them about we need to hire people who has been out of jobs, need help. So the workforce back then, they had a program which they would take someone from the streets that has not been working for a while. They would train them well and then put them in the community to work. So Lion of Judah started, and we decided now I love working with the babies, but it is time to move on because I am seeing another need for an older generation as they grow up. Then we help them. I kept God's Little Lambs Learning Center, and now we did Lion of Judah Academy. From the workforce, we hire about 5 individuals. And each of them has their background checks, and they would come and speak to you and pitch themselves because they have taught them how to do interview. Each of the 5 ladies, we spoke and got to the nitty gritty of, why are you displaced? Why do you need to go through workforce? So we chose to hire 5 of them. And in 2010, I hired this one young lady who has been this there, and we connected. Very educated woman. but she has been through some things. No problem. I am willing to take a chance on you. So I hired her, and now when Lion of Judah begins, we started her working as my administrative person. This young lady, I'm telling you, she's not scared to talk to anybody. She's not scared to go out and for the company. And she was 150% for Lion of Judah and God's Little Lambs Learning Center. So from 2013, she started working with us full time after the program has ended. And we kept her, and the company was doing fabulous, doing great. And we talked about the past that she has, which a lot of us has past. We talked about the past, and I said, "Oh, no problem. All is well." And we did what we're doing now. I accept scholarships from the government and also from individuals, and the scholarship does help a lot of children that their parents cannot afford to send them to a private school. So they apply for the scholarship and they receive the scholarship. And it is kind of like the same program that the workforce has, because the workforce also gets government funding, and that's in order to train. And the Step Up and all of the others, they also receive some government funding money. Most of it is donation from different individuals and different corporations, and things like that. So this young lady that I hired now worked with me, did well, as I said. But in 2019, we had some issues with different dissatisfied parents. You cannot please everybody all the time. You have to just do the best that you can do, and just remember that treat everyone the same way that you would like for them to treat you. And that is what Lion of Judah does, and God's Little Lambs Learning Center. So moving forward, 2019, DOE decided, after all of the complaints that disgruntled parents have been saying about us, DCF came in, nothing was founded, everything was fine. Each cases they dismissed. But I hired this one lady, and then the other one was a parent, has a disabled child. Now, we get along very well, as I am thinking everything is fine. For some reason, this employee and her got together and said that they're going to take Lion of Judah down. That was the word that was used. I have the text to prove it. I don't know where it all came from, but it just spurred. I have helped these young ladies so many times. Didn't know that while helping them, they were plotting to do disgruntled things, and they're dissatisfied and no matter what we did, it was not satisfactory for them. They're still working with the kids and the parent. When everything started and we spoke to DCF, I said, well, tell her if she's not happy to take the child out of Lion of Judah. She came to me, no, Miss Judah, I'm not taking him out because I love the way that you deal with my child. And I said to her, if you love the way that your child is being treated at Lion of Judah, why are you plotting to take Lion of Judah down? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I says, okay, no problem. I still treat the child the same way I would treat the child. I still respectful to the parents, to the parent, and even to the teacher that I know is trying to pull Lion of Judah down. So that person worked for the government. They know things. They know lawyers, they said, and they're going to take Lion of Judah down. We kept on and on. So now, as I said, DOE came in, and DOE find nothing. They needed more information. I gave them all the information that they need. They told me that I needed to let the person that has been with me since 2011, 12, 2013 all the way to 2019 and working, doing the jobs, I must let her go because with the information that I sent them, they said that she is not qualified in order to work at Lion of Judah Academy. I explained to them she's doing fabulous. She has taken in children, 4 children that did not have a home, no relative to her. She took those children in and raised them. How can a person be wicked and evil when they are taking in other people's children and raising them as their own because the mother has fallen into some hard times? So we did that, and I said, okay, December 9th, I said, all right, they want us to let you go. And we're back and forth with DOE, back and forth, back and forth. And December 9th, we cried, we spoke about it, and we wrote the letter that of termination. She came and picked the letter up, and that was the end of that. In my opinion, I did what DOE wants me to do, and I spoke to DOE, and apparently there was a deadline that they would like to have that letter that I have terminated her. Going through a bunch of stuff myself around that season, I most likely neglected to internally send the letter externally to DOE. So when they received the letter, they said, no, the deadline has passed for you to send me the letter to say that the person was not working there anymore and you let the person go. I said, but the person is let go. And due to the overwhelming task now that I have to take over, I neglected to send the letter externally, but the letter was sent internally in my email. They said, no, we're going to now recommend that you do not accept any more scholarship. Lion of Judah can operate as a private school because Lion of Judah has not done anything but hire someone to give them a second chance. We had court dates. I went to the court, and I also had my witnesses to testify. No, she has not been in the building in a working capacity, but she has been in the building to drop off the 4 children that she has taken in and also her other child. So she had a total of 7 children attending Lion of Judah Academy and 1 attending God's Little Lambs Learning Center. So now we are in a battle, was in a battle, had to get a lawyer for my company in order to get them to says we are in an area that the children does need the program that we are offering. A lot of people has come to me, and a bunch of them even tell me, I will talk on the video and let them know that what you have been doing for the neighborhood, how you have been instrumental in the neighborhood ever since you have been here. People knocks on the door, I need help. And we just gladly says yes. And it's because of being a not-for-profit organization. And I am the CEO of 2 companies that I have founded, and both companies are nonprofit. And you already know when you're a nonprofit, you're not here to make any money. And my husband is retired twice, so I really just want to help. Now, Lion of Judah has lost to accept any scholarships. And it has been hurtful to a lot of parents who does need this structure, the way we are set up, the way that we have arranged things, the way that we deal with their children, the way that we just rally around the whole family, not just the child. We embrace the whole family. Now, more than 4 people is out of a job because of that, because we're not accepting the scholarship anymore, but we're accepting private pay students still. But in this area, it is not lucrative to accept only private pay individuals because we all are suffering. So now she's out of a job. 4 more people is out of a job, and DOE has taken the scholarship. And not just that, the person that we were trying to help to make sure she has a second chance is out of a job. The 4 children that she did take in, it is so difficult right now. I mean, she has taken these children, introduced them to golf, introduced them to things that they would have never been introduced before. And now she is suffering because of that second chance. DOE says, nope. And I've tried to get a lawyer, another lawyer, because the other lawyer wanted so much. And I cannot afford another lawyer. But Lion of Judah needs to be in this same vicinity where they are. They need it because the children need them. So I don't know what we can do, what help we can get. And remember that everyone needs a second chance. We know of lawyers that has been in trouble. We know commissioners. We have known, what do you call it? Mayors of cities have been caught doing things they should not have been doing and still has felonies and still they can go ahead and they have been forgiven. Everyone needs a second chance. We need your help. We need to learn that people do need a second chance in life. If they have done something, fine, but do not punish them for the rest of their lives because they still need to provide for their family. Yes, we all make mistakes. We all fall short of the glory of God, but get back up again. And we at Lion of Judah, God's Little Lambs Learning Center, we are restorers. And we would like to restore whatever that they have done. And now they are ready to give back to the community. So stand with us and help us. If there's a lawyer out there that can help us to fight our case and we do not have any money to do it, please help us out into having Lion of Judah again accepting the scholarships that is offered to the children without them being in any danger. I really thank you. Any information, we will have our number at the bottom and our address at the bottom and also a Cash App because we do need to have Lion of Judah be a beacon in the neighborhood of Pine Hills area. I thank you guys for listening to me and I thank you for wanting to help and will help. So stay tuned for more and thank you so much for listening to us. And thank you for your support that you're about to give and help us to stay strong and be encouraged. Thank you.